Minero from Curve Magazine, and I recently went to Autostraddle's ACamp, which was amazing. So right now, sitting with me across the country is Lisa, who was in my cabin, the Heartthrobs, and she's going to talk with us about how awesome ACamp was and how it impacted her. So, hey Lisa, want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Lisa Nwankwo. I am from Philadelphia. I just attended ACamp, and it was the greatest experience ever, mostly just because everyone I felt was being so genuine. Like, I felt like being on the mountain with a bunch of people you didn't know is the perfect place to just be like your most authentic self, and that is, I think, the easiest way to make people fall in love with you. So that's what happened there, and I just felt like I made sincere, genuine connections with a ton of people and had probably the time of my life.
So, what made it the time of your life?
I don't know. I just felt like I could just totally be myself. I feel like one big thing that happens within like the LGBTQ community is that I feel like so many people have this feeling like they have something to prove. And being at camp was the first time that I felt like no one was trying to prove anything. Everyone was just there to be themselves and meet new people. And it was really amazing to see and be a part of, and I can't wait to go back.
Did you feel that too? Like you felt like you didn't have to prove anything?
I did. I really did, and that's amazing. Because a lot of times, within the community in Philadelphia, within pretty much anywhere, it's hard to try and break into it and kind of prove yourself. And there, I feel like everyone was just on the same playing field, and everyone just went in and wanted to be open and friendly, and it was just so nice. I don't know. I think I met some pretty amazing people, including you.
Thank you. So what was your favorite parts, like the panels, the activities? What part of ACamp just stood out to you?
Sorry, can you repeat that? You froze.
Oh, yeah, totally. What part of ACamp stood out for you, like under the panels and the activities, or what was it that shined bright?
Let's see. I think there were two things. It was the staff reading. That was amazing. That was one night where the thought that just kept going through my head was in hearing all these people read these personal stories, or even if they weren't personal, just going up there and reading. I just loved it because it was people who were talking about maybe not even the parts that they are nervous to share, and just seeing like everyone else's reactions to that. I thought it was so powerful because it was just like, you're showing the messy parts of yourself, and everyone is loving it and loving you, and that's just so empowering. So I absolutely loved that night. And then in addition to that, I loved prom. It was better than every prom I've been to combined, and I just had so much fun.
Yeah, that's cool. That was my first prom, and I always wanted to go to a queer prom, so that was awesome.
Yeah, that's going to be the only prom you go to. You picked the right one, for sure.
What kind of things were people talking about at the reading? Like, what made it so awesome, I guess. What kind of thing? Yeah, horrible question.
Well, there was, I don't know, I know a couple people were talking about different things from their past, loves that they've been, or people that they've loved. There was a sex toy review, just kind of all different things that were just like entertaining, but also just really powerful and personal and brave for people to read in front of a group of people that they don't know.
Yeah. There's one panel I went to, the Tardy to the Party, and one thing that I noticed was the emotional honesty and just how impacting it was. That was my favorite panel.
Yeah, I didn't get to go to that one, but I really wanted to, and then everyone was talking about it, so I wish I had been there.
And then you're going to be moving out to California soon?
Yes, I am. I'm so excited, and I've been thinking about moving to California for probably my whole life, but I've always been too scared to do it, and ACamp is the one thing that we literally got back from on the shuttles. We got back to LAX, and as soon as we pulled in, I didn't even see LA really, but I was like, that's it, I'm moving. It's time. I can do it.
And then what about
And I hear
ACamp?
that's not.
Oh, say that again?
I think it's. I hear it's not atypical to make like radical life changes after ACamp, so I don't feel too crazy about it.
What were the life changes that other people made that you heard about?
I know two people in our cabin after they went to like a previous ACamp. They both moved from their cities to move to Chicago together, which I thought was so cool. And I was like, and I remember them saying before camp, they were just like, "Oh, it's life changing," and I was like, "Oh, I'm sure it'll change my perspective. Like, I can expect that." But it literally was life changing. All of a sudden, I was there, and I was like, I am in complete control of my life. I could meet new people. I can just be myself, and people are still gonna like me, and that's amazing. And I was like, you know what, it's time to move. I want to try something else, and I know that I can do it. And I thank ACamp for that because it's really exciting. It's an exciting place to be.
So, are you like in a different kind of energy right now since after ACamp?
Sorry, you froze again.
Oh shit. Do you feel like you took away like a different kind of energy or mind frame after leaving ACamp?
I absolutely did. I'm really nervous. Actually, this is a thought that I keep having is that I'm really scared that it's going to go away.
Mm.
Just because of how like empowered and positive I feel now. I think before I was always thinking about what other people were thinking about me, and I was worried about the things I was saying and how I was being portrayed. But now I don't feel that way at all. I feel more like I just want to be myself, and if you don't like it, that's fine. That's, I mean, sad for you. But just meeting so many new people and seeing the way they reacted to me being just completely genuine made me feel so much better about myself, and I have like a different outlook now.
That's really cool. Yeah,
And
that's
also,
what.
one more thing.
Yeah.
I was thinking, Cam reminded me of Orange is the New Black, and this is why. Because I like, you know, when you watch that show in the beginning, all the characters that you think you're gonna like, you end up not liking them, and then all the ones you hate, you end up leaving like understanding them at the end. That's exactly how I felt at camp because everyone that I thought that maybe I wasn't gonna like that much, I ended up falling completely in love with. Well, I mean, I loved everyone, but it was just, I don't know, I expected it to be different than it was.
Yeah, it was interesting getting off the shuttle or getting off the airport to board the shuttle to our camp,
Mm-hmm.
and like the first interactions with everybody, and then actually getting to know everyone over that time period. And I was really cool, like talking to some people later on and noticing these all these walls just fell down from that first meeting, and like you really get to know some of those people more, have like these really nice conversations. That was really cool.
No, I completely agree with that. It was amazing. Who knew? Who knew? First of all, who knew it was going to snow in California in October? Second of all, who knew that people could really just be that open after, you know, a couple of days?
Yeah. So is there anything else ACamp related that you want to share?
Um, I don't think so. I think it just opened up my eyes to like the possibilities out there and the fact that even if, you know, I was feeling kind of even lonely in my identity and just like who I am, I just felt like meeting all those people made me realize that there is a community out there that I'm very lucky to be a part of, and just that there is so much more I can be doing with my life and that other people are doing it, so why can't I?
What kind of so much more?
I don't know, just meeting people who live in different places, who have moved and who are just kind of like taking control over their lives and doing jobs that I never even thought of, and I don't know, it just made me want to try something new because like I like my life, everything's fine, my friends are good, you know, Philadelphia is a nice place, but I've always wondered about trying other things, and I was like, you know what, I can find out for myself, and that's great.
So what do you want to get from your next ACamp experience?
Um, I don't know. I think I want to just have more time to just soak up the amazingness of ACamp because this time I was like getting used to it, and you know, the first day I was tired. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know it was going to be as amazing as it was. So for next camp, I can just go in there with that mindset and just soak up every second of camp. I
And
can't wait to go the next one.
do you have any advice for first-time A-campers that next time around?
Mm, I would say don't be nervous. Don't, hmm, I don't know. I would say just go in there with an open heart, an open mind, and just be ready for an amazing experience. Be prepared to give your best self because people are going to give it to you, and definitely go.
Cool. Well, thank you, and I'm gonna click the